17 years since this program began, China has asserted itself as a global force for innovation, for trade, manufacturing, and agriculture. Technology has accelerated the effect of market-moving events such as Brexit, the collapse of the Venezuelan economy, or the election in France on world financial and their effect on world financial markets. Today, everything is globally interrelated. As you prepare to graduate with your Executive MBA from Olin Business School, we believe we have prepared you to face similar challenges. You have traveled the globe through this program, witnessing firsthand the interconnectedness of our markets. You have worked with our partners and our faculty to further appreciate how the work you do will influence people and influence industries across borders. And very shortly now, you will join a global network, a family, if you will, of more than 20,000 Olin alumni and thousands more from Fudan University and Washington University. Many of those alumni describe their experience on the Executive MBA program as transformational. And I trust, and I'm sure it has also been a positive experience for each of you as you prepare to pass from the archways of this great university with new knowledge, new skills, and energy to meet future challenges in your professional endeavors. Now, before we move ahead with the ceremony, I want to remind you that while you're graduating, you are not leaving the Olin community. You will retain a connection to the broader Washington University alumni network and your connection to our dedicated faculty, many of whom are here today. In fact, I'm going to ask some of the faculty to stand as I call your name so you may be recognized. Sam Chun. Ohad Kadan. Ron King. Anne-Marie Knott. Todd Milbourne. Patrick Morton. Hushang Zhang. The students in the Washington University, Fudan University Executive MBA program often describe how they learn a new strategy in class at the weekend and then apply it to their work on the following Monday. And that immediate application is a true sign of the success of our students and our faculty. And in a program as rigorous as the Olin Fudan program, one must be extremely disciplined. To succeed, students must find the delicate balance between school, work, and family obligations. So I'd ask the graduating students to please stand and join me in applauding your family and friends who have supported and encouraged you. And if you just remain standing for a moment so we can recognize and thank our dedicated staff members who provided tremendous support throughout the course of your program. And I'd like to ask several staff members who are with us today also to be standing and recognized. So I'll begin with our partners from the Washington University, Fudan University Executive MBA program. Professor Jiwen Yin is the Associate Dean. Paul Shao, Managing Director. Chen Zhang, Recruiting Director. And Vicky Ni, Academic Support Manager. And now from Washington University Olin Business School, Ashley Macrander, Assistant Dean and Director of Graduate Program Student Affairs. Corey Barron, Associate Director of EMBA Advising and Student Affairs. And Darlene Lisson, Academic Advisor. Thank you, and please be seated again. Now, we are very greatly honored, and it's my personal pleasure to have Professor Xiongwen Liu with us this afternoon. Professor Liu is the Dean of Fudan University School of Management and the founding director of the university's Chinese Marketing Research Center. Dean Liu's teaching and research interests focus on China as an emerging market, internet marketing in China, service marketing, corporate reorganization, and change management. He's the chief editor of the Advanced Dictionary of Management, and he has written or co-authored 7 books and published more than 6 research papers. Please welcome my very good friend and my great colleague, Professor Xiongwen Liu, to the lectern.
My dear colleague and also dear friend, Dean Taylor, they are colleagues of both schools, they are new graduates, all the family members, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm very honored to be here again to witness our new graduates from this joint program. Actually, I was here many times to witness our products to be ready to go to the market. We really are proud of our, not kids, really our very, very wonderful, perfect products to get on the new journey. Before that, we want to be here to celebrate that. So firstly, on behalf of the School of Management, Fudan University, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to the Class 17 students of Washington University, Fudan University EMBA program. Actually, for me, it's the first time to join this ceremony only for one class. Before, we actually have a mixed the classes with the local program. So that's very special for all the students and also for myself. At the world-leading universities, boasting centuries of history from China and the US, both Fudan and the Washington University feel proud of partnership since the very beginning. We share the similar academic system as well as the scope of the faculty and students. We have the best medical and business schools in the world. The incredible alignment of global vision made us take the chance without any hesitation to start this joint EMBA program in Shanghai under the approval of the Ministry of Education of China. In China, we have very special policy to review and approve all the joint or foreign granted degree programs in China. That's 17 years ago, which actually made us a pioneer in the EMBA education earlier than any EMBA program of Chinese universities. In addition, years of dedication from both faculty and the administration team have today put this joint venture on top of the global platform. So I feel very grateful to many people, no matter they are here or not here today, for the success and achievement of the joint program. It's a long list. I would like to mention those very important people for my appreciation. First of all, I want to express my sincere thanks to all the Olin faculty who have traveled across the Pacific Ocean every month to lecture our students. So some of them already are sitting on the stage to witness your graduation. The high quality teaching you have delivered is the cornerstone of the program's success. And also, I would like to give thanks to Dean Greenbaum and Dean Zheng. Particularly, they are the two founding deans or fathers of this program for their great vision and the leadership, which give birth to our strategic partnership. Unfortunately, my former boss, Ding Zhen, passed away, but because of his vision, I flew to here. That's the year 2000. I was there. At that time, I was in Hanover, New Hampshire, as a visiting scholar. So I spent one whole day to talk to many different people, including my another friend, the former dean, Professor Mahendra Gupta. Fortunately, he also is available today to witness us. So I appreciate his firmament support and exceptional leadership, which nourished the program from an early stage. And also, I would like to mention another very important person, Professor Jim Little, who had been the academic director for 16 years since the very beginning. He retired last year officially, but however, without him, we could not have such a wonderful and successful program. This morning, I had a short meeting with Chancellor Mark Wrighton, and we also talked about review the whole history of the program, and also he mentioned the contribution of the Professor Jim Little. He wrote to me a couple of days ago. It's the first time for him to be absent for the graduation ceremony of this job program. And also, I should give my special thanks to Chancellor Wrighton, who firmly supported the two schools' partnership and kept inspiring and motivating both of us, both two schools, throughout the whole journey so far. Last and not least, my gratitude to my dear colleague, Dean Taylor. As a new partner, but not very new, at the Olin Business School, Dean Taylor had several meetings with me here or in Shanghai. Such a chemistry and a consensus we can share really very fundamental driver for our future development. We share a lot of vision, value, and strategy about the two schools' collaboration. We really consider our joint EMBA program as a crown jewel, and we determined to pour all the best resources of both schools to further develop this joint program and also explore the more new opportunities for the future. A couple of weeks ago, I'm not sure, a couple of weeks or a month ago, Washington University has its 15th chancellor inaugurated. I read the new chancellor's speech. I cannot agree with Chancellor Martin more. He said the responsibility of the universities is to build bridge across differences. A great university must commit itself to the equity and the inclusion, the two crucial qualities to drive the social development, particularly in today's world of uncertainty with unpredictable future. People's Republic of China just celebrated its 70th birthday. We really see the great change which has happened during the last 70 years. We also became the second largest economy in the world and also the major engine of the global economic growth. However, we are now also facing critical moment. As the whole global economic climate is fluctuating, Chinese economy also has entered into a period of slowdown. Debt leveraging will be the main focus for the next few years. Externally, the trade tension between China and the US further complicates the global economic outlook. Many believe global recession is about to come. In tackling the unpredictable future, we need long-term vision, advanced knowledge, and innovative technology. On top of all those, it's imperative that we must break boundaries and embrace the differences with a big heart of inclusiveness. As EMBA graduates, you are leaders and great leaders in the years to come. You must shoulder the responsibility of taking the challenges and responding to the uncertainty by applying what you have learned from the classroom and beyond. You are lucky to live in an area of VUCA. It was the worst of times. Probably also is the best of times for you. Chinese tradition believes heroes rise in the troubled times. 乱世出英雄. Actually, the very great Indian poet Tagore also had a similar insight. Man does not reveal himself in the history. He struggles up through it. I hope you are not only part of the history, but also making your own history. That's also the responsibility for you to echo Chancellor Martin's call to build a bridge across the differences between the two sides of the Pacific Ocean. There is no need to dwell on how many high passes you have got because they only stand for the past glory. The way you are evaluated by the others depends on your contribution to the societal economic development. As leaders, you should not only emphasize on making your business succeed, but also care about the social development and human civilization. When you are running business, you are not only manufacturing the products or delivering intangible services. Industry leaders and social leaders, as you both are, you are actually producing the spiritual wealth via business ethics and rules, which actually you practice in your daily business. You disseminate and share your values and beliefs that impact onto society. These values and beliefs will be reflected and leveraged throughout the whole supply chain of your company. How you develop and acquire technology, how you select and purchase your equipment, raw material and parts, how you treat your employees internally, how you distribute and promote your products, how you echo the challenges of your rivals, and how you deal with the complaints of the customers. It's about your business strategy. Further, it's about your philosophy and behavior. I believe every single deed you do, every piece of a message you send out, whether in business or in daily life, mirrors your value proposition, which lays the foundation of the social civilization. I hope someday, when your names are mentioned, it's not only because of your wealth or because of your market value of your company, but more importantly, because of your contribution to change your industry, your dedication to guide and inspire the other people, and your passion for social advancement. I do believe you are future leaders, innovators, reformers, facilitators, and caretakers for the sake of the whole world. Today, you are graduating at this glorious moment. You are ready to start your own journey. You all deserve a big round of applause. However, at the same time, I encourage you and invite you to thank those who give you knowledge, friendship, love, kindness, and support through the last 18 years. I just read a new book, published in the United States. Actually, it's a speech by some president of the university. Someone, if you don't know how to appreciate the love, the help, the guidance from the others, you cannot be the great people. So I hope also you can, at this moment, give thanks to all the people who enlighten you, who encourage you and inspire you as always. Finally, I hope you will continue to support Fudan School of Management and the Olin School at Washington University, the joint program of both schools that has been part of your own identity. I hope you will inherit the glory and the spirit of the both schools, and also Dean Taylor and I both are ready to be proud of you. Congratulations again, and thank you.
Thank you, Dean Liu, for those inspiring comments. I'm now delighted to introduce our keynote speaker for the afternoon, Al Li. Al Li sat in your chair not too many years ago as an executive MBA degree recipient from Olin Business School after completing a rigorous and what Al has called a life-changing program that included 3 weeks away from his lifelong home in St. Louis to stay in China. Al has told us that the program expanded his career focus to become more global. And as it happens, global trade is now built into his title. Al is Senior Vice President of Global Trade Finance at Regions Bank, where he's responsible for helping clients manage import-export payment risk, to grow working capital, and on occasion to connect with foreign financing solutions. His role at Regions Bank follows a career in corporate finance, banking, and operational leadership with Monsanto, Bank of America, and Covenant Theological Seminary. But that's not all. Al has been incredibly active in St. Louis, working to advocate for regional business interests through the Asian American Chamber of Commerce of St. Louis, the Missouri District Export Council, and the Southwest Illinois Trade and Investment Council, as well as on behalf of refugees and immigrants through his volunteer work with the International Institute and St. Louis's Mosaic Project. Please join me in welcoming Al Li to the lectern.
Congratulations. Are you excited? Thank you, Dean Taylor, Olin and Fudan faculty, staff. It is a distinct honor to be here and share a few thoughts with you today. I am not exaggerating when I say that this program changed my life. I say it often to many people across the St. Louis community. And this coming from a man working in a seminary when he arrived 8 years ago. 6 years ago, I sat where you are, and I can honestly say this experience was worth the investment and sacrifice. But first, a little bit about me. You see this Asian face? It's a little red from the Asian flush from the toast earlier. So I am like most of you. I am the youngest child and the only son of Taiwanese immigrants, born in New York City and raised here in the Midwest. My parents are Hakka, or Kuja, and speak Kujawa at home, and Taiwanese with their Taiwanese community, and Mandarin with their mainland Chinese friends. However, they didn't know how to raise an American kid. And despite their best efforts, my sisters and I lost our native tongue, and as well as much of our Chinese heritage as we grew into adulthood. This was the 1970s and 80s, and there was very little talk or positive impressions about China and Chinese people. So we saw no advantage to preserving our Chinese heritage, and instead try to fit into mainstream American culture, which to this day is the biggest regret of my life. I am a true banana. You know what that is, right? If you don't know what that is, ask the Asian person next to you. Anyway, what Chinese heritage I lost as a kid, I've been trying to restore as much as possible over the past few years, especially, mostly to gain back a part of me that was lost. but also in part because of how China and the rest of Asia has roared back into global and economic and political influence. In just the last 10 to 15 years, and you know this, the world has witnessed a China with its billion-plus people manage to double their GDP per capita faster than any previous industrialized nation, while creating a middle class larger than the entire US population. It's a scale and speed of global economic demand we have not seen before. 2 centuries ago, the French revolutionary leader and statesman Napoleon had allegedly quipped about China, "Let her sleep, for when she wakes, she will shake the world." She indeed has, and you are part of that. I landed in China with EMBA 39 for the first time in the spring of 2013 and witnessed firsthand the magnitude of the economic activity in Shanghai. It shook me, and I knew then that I had to leave the not-for-profit world for some kind of engagement with China and the rest of Asia. I even secured a job interview when I was on our Shanghai residency. I didn't get the job. But for the first time in a long time, I began to see the world through a lens of opportunity instead of the lens of my own limitations. I have Olin and China to think about that. Upon graduation, I left the seminary and landed in my current employment, global trade finance at Regions Bank, and found great success. But I was compelled to do more and soon became the president of the Asian American Chamber of Commerce here in St. Louis, to influence whatever I could to facilitate trade and investment between Asia and the sleepy city of St. Louis. The things I learned at Olin were front of mind in my transformation, especially the subjects of power and influence from Stuart Bunderson's class. To this day, I still coach young professionals to analyze, understand, and build their power base while learning to navigate the power pyramid of their company or other organization they are wanting influence or wanting to influence through. And for young Asian business professionals, my heart was to see them break through the bamboo ceiling. In America, despite the fact that Asians are the most highly educated population segment and possess the highest per capita income, only 2% of the C-suite at Fortune 1000 companies are occupied by Asians, most of which are South Asian. What Asian Americans possess and what Asian Americans have achieved has not quite translated into positions of power and influence. Why? I've got a lot of theories in my head. But I do know it's an area of opportunity for Asians to grow for no other reason than that Asians have a unique perspective in industry and society. And I believe this unique perspective is a benefit to our companies and our communities. And thus, Asians, us, we must not be unengaged. To take this point a little bit further, I share with you this quote by Parag Khanna from his book, The Future is Asian. He says, "The time has come to approach Asian dynamics from the inside out. The histories and realities of Asians shouldn't have to be qualified or apologized for. Westerners must be placed, even briefly, in the uncomfortable position of imagining what it's like when about 5 billion Asians don't care what they think, and they have to prove their relevance to Asians rather than in reverse." Again, do not be unengaged. Who you are and what you have to offer is of great value. So here's a challenge I have for each of you as you begin your post-Olin career. Aspire. Aspire for positions of power and influence, whether in your company or in the community that you work and live. You did not come to Olin to simply get a higher paying job. I think you came to Olin because you decided to do something great and impactful. Well, the road to that type of success must come from a commitment of lifelong learning about power and influence to build upon the solid foundation you have gained at Olin. Here are a couple of ideas that have worked for me. Number one, in every encounter, seek a way to bring value to others. I learned this principle from our executive coach, Franz van Udenalen. Is he still around? Okay. He would share over and over again about how to seek help for others, not from others, in every networking encounter. He promised it would come back 100-fold and gave several examples. I didn't really believe him, but I tried that approach with much cynicism anyway. And you know what? He was right. Over the past 6 years, I've committed to help others reach their goals, find a better job, realize a financial opportunity, be that friend, and it has come back to me 100-fold. So much so that I cannot keep up with the many opportunities presented to me now. Number two, be around people that inspire you and endeavor to be that inspiration to them. I've never heard a person say, I have too much inspiration in my life. We all want it, and we all need it to push to higher heights. So instead of chasing it, ambition to be it, and it will come back around. Know your voice, and know what you are meant to be, and take courage to do the things that may not be safe. In fact, do the thing that scares you most. You will undoubtedly grow, and you can't grow if you are never scared. I take great inspiration from my friend Lisa who is here today, and she is also an Olin graduate. And she left a high-paying job as a VP of finance for a large corporate company so she can launch her own fashion brand, Lux and Nix. You should go check it out. She's a fellow Asian American, much to the dismay of her Chinese parents. I think most of you understand that dynamic. But every time I have to do something I don't want to do, I think of Lisa, who bears the weight of the future of her company and her employees 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. She inspires me, and I do my best to inspire her back. So, in conclusion, be the next C-suite executive for your multinational company. Leave your high-paying job to start the company you've always wanted to start. Or lead a not-for-profit to cure a social ill or enable economic development for your hometown. Be the example for the next generation that hasn't seen anyone like you in that seat before, and encourage them to follow your example and pave new frontiers. Influence through aspiration and inspiration with the tools you have learned here at Olin, and I promise that you will rise. Seek ways to collaborate with each other or other like-minded people, and even reach out to me, because I sincerely hope we can do business together in some way, and even further hope that maybe one of you will have the power and influence to bring investment back to my city, my hometown, here in St. Louis. Thanks for allowing me to share, and gong xi bi ye. Congratulations.
Wow. That was wonderful. What inspiring comments. Thank you so much, Al. We actually have a small token here to present to you. It says, the Dean's Honor presented to Al Lee in sincere appreciation of your keynote address at the Olin Executive MBA Shanghai Graduation Recognition Ceremony, October 25th, 2019. So I present you with that. So now, I would like to introduce one of my valued colleagues. All my colleagues are valued, including the next one, which is Ohad Kadam, Olin Business School's H. Frederick Hageman Jr., Professor of Finance and Vice Dean for Education and Globalization. Ohad joined Olin in 2002 and specializes in research involving aspects of liquidity, information, risk and incentives in markets, and now asset pricing in markets as well. He's also studied the design of compensation contracts for both management and lower tier employees. And I'm pleased to welcome Ohad to the lectern to introduce the C. William Emery Award winner and our student speaker for this afternoon. Ohad.
The C. William Emery Award is awarded to the graduating executive MBA student who, in the opinion of the faculty and administration, best exemplifies qualities of scholarship, character, and leadership, and who enjoys the respect, admiration, and affection of his or her classmates. This award is named in honor of Bill Emery, who began his Olin Business School tenure as a marketing faculty member in 1955 and co-founded the EMBA program in 1982. He and his wife, Jean, were known for their generosity and passion for supporting the global Olin family, Washington University, and the community at large. The winner of the Emery Award for the Executive MBA Shanghai is Benny Xu. Benny. Benny Xu. Congratulations, Benny. I'm now pleased to welcome today's student speaker, Salem Sibani. Since 2018, Salem has worked as a private consultant in the fashion industry after spending 12 years growing into leadership position with the Ports Fashion Group in China. The last 4 as CEO of the Ports 1961 brand. In that role, Salem repositioned and expanded the brand globally, increasing revenues by 500%. After earning his undergraduate degree from Douglas College, his path to leadership with Ports included stints as a coach and mentor in youth team sports and a career in property development. We are fortunate to have him say a few words today. Please welcome Salem Sibani to the lectern.
Okay. Thank you, Vice Dean Kadan. That was a very generous introduction. Al, I really appreciated your speech and about doing things that scare you. I'm doing one now, so tell me how I do. Good afternoon, Dean Taylor, Dean Liu, Vice Dean Yin, Patrick, Paul, and our distinguished professors and faculty and alumni, and of course, my fellow graduates, their friends, and their very proud families who traveled halfway across the world to come here. And welcome to anyone in the back who maybe accidentally wandered in here thinking there's a church service today. You can stay. You might enjoy this train wreck. I hope to inspire many of you with my speech today. Some of you may laugh, some may cry, but I especially hope to make my 5-year-old niece in the back laugh at least once. So now before I start, there are 2 things you should know. First, this speech sounded fine in my head, but like every other paper I wrote for this program, I wrote it the night before, and it's probably a disaster. Second, they wanted the speech to be 5 minutes, but then I added a minute for every Sunday morning 6 a.m. wake-up call we had to endure in the past 2 weeks. So I'm incredibly honored and humbled to speak on behalf of the 17th graduating class of the Washington U, Fudan U, EMBA program. So Where do I start? Where else? Why are we here? Sorry for some of you, that's an inside joke. But seriously, a big reason why we are here is because of our families. While you may not have been running this marathon with us, it is your support that made us believe we had what it takes to finish what we started. Some of us and our families have moved across provinces, changed jobs more than once, left corporate jobs to start our own businesses, and somehow miraculously even have found the time to bring new lives into this world. 7 beautiful babies in total, with a very special 8th baby on the way by 2 people who actually met in this program. So although we are here to celebrate our graduation, we should take the time to celebrate the people around us. Thank your family, thank your friends, and of course, thank your professors for treating each one of us as a personal challenge. I think I can speak for the group when I say we can be very challenging. You helped us sharpen our skills, augment our knowledge, and gave us the confidence to tackle even the deepest moments of self-doubt. I would also like to thank the administrators and support staff who have been like family to us, Jiang Chen, Jessica, Jill, and of course, our beloved Vicky. You all made this journey easier by taking every possible obstacle away and allowing us to focus on why we are here. Looking back, there are a few things that will forever characterize this program for me. Whether it's the sheer confusion and anxiety anytime Professor Sam Chun says, "You guys remember this stuff, right?" Or basically anytime Professor Randy Batsell says anything at all. But the most cherished part of this program are the friendships gained both with faculty and classmates. We all have to juggle work, family, and school. Without the support of our newfound friendships, we couldn't have done it. We did it together, and when life happened, as it often does, our friends were there for us. I want to mention one of our dear classmates who could not be here today because she had to rush home to be with her sick mother. Our hearts ached upon hearing the news, and the support she received from her classmates was truly heartwarming. She knows that our thoughts and hearts are with her during this time. Yesterday, we spent time reminiscing about the memories of what this program meant to us. One classmate described the death of a family member in the months leading up to the start of this program, and how the friendships and interactions with her classmates lifted her spirits in a way she never expected. For many of us, the certainty of coming together every month has become a rock that has allowed us to weather life's challenges. I think we all shared that sad feeling when Professor Sam Chun began to give the final address of the final class. We suddenly understood that this certainty was coming to an end, and it hurt a little bit. But that is why it's up to all of us to keep it going. Perhaps we came to this program not knowing what we wanted, and whether or not we leave this program having answered that question, we definitely leave knowing more about who we are, and that is important. We live in a society that admires wealth, power, and achievement, but there is more to life than that. The last time we all graduated, we were told the world is our oyster, and MBA students might still get that kind of inspirational advice. But we, executive MBAs, have experienced the real world. In fact, a combined 1,000 years of real-world experience between us. And of course, some have contributed more to that total than others. We all know that you don't receive respect, you earn it. You aren't given opportunity, you fight for it. So wherever we go next, walk with determination, walk with importance, and walk with pride, because those are the people that others will follow, and those are the people who will build bridges, not walls. But most importantly, don't take things too seriously. We have to devote ourselves to doing things well, but be careful, because if you do them too well, it may backfire, and you'll be asked to stand in front of hundreds of people and give a speech about it. I want to finish by saying today we start a new journey, a journey we will not travel alone, a journey of lifelong learning and lifelong partnerships, a truly exciting journey. So, why are we here? Why were we here? Because each of us came with a dream. And although we didn't know it when we started, we came not to fulfill that dream, but to discover the reality that we will only get to that dream if we do it together. Thank you. So we're not quite done yet. We do have 2 very special awards to give. I did write something about it, but it didn't end up getting printed out. So I'm going to freestyle, but that's okay. We have to give out and we are very honored, I am very honored to give out the 2 Reed Teacher Excellence Awards. So these awards are given to the teachers who exemplify enthusiasm and excitement in the classroom, impact to all of these students, chosen by the students. The Reed Teaching Excellence Award started in 1994 by James Reed and his wife, and has endured to this time to identify the amazing teachers we have all through our course. Now, it was a very hard decision because I think I would love to give each one of them this award, but we have to choose 2. So the first one goes to the dynamic and fantastic Sam Chun. And the second Reed Teaching Excellence Award goes to the much loved and lovely Ron King. Okay, that's enough for me. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Salem. We appreciate your comments, and congratulations to Sam and Ron as well. So this time I would like to ask those graduands here today who are adorned with a blue and gold honor cord to please stand. Blue and gold. So these students are newly inducted Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society members. To be invited to join this School of Business Administration Honor Society, graduates must rank in the upper 20% of their class. And it's my great honor, both as the head of this chapter of Beta Gamma Sigma and as the Dean of the Business School, to congratulate you on earning this honor and your induction into the Olin Business School chapter of Beta Gamma Sigma. Congratulations. Thank you. So, the moment you've been waiting for, the graduation ceremony, when you will now become graduates of Olin Business School. And at this time, I would like to invite Dean Liu and Paul Shao to join me on the stage for the presentation of the graduating class.
Salam Sibani. Zheng Junxiu. Wang Cui. Yu Bo. Xu Beini. Ying Rui. Xing Jiehua. Yan Shijun. Tang Junping. Wang Shurong. 陈杰、朱亮、蒋晴宇、张凡、Livio Rodari、贺小燕、连敬清、管浩兴、鲁佩玲、吕俊、吴明、李贝贝、杨延军、徐子旺、李申琛、陈红、江云、赵斌、朱海燕、赵勇、张佩霞、李昂、刘婷、孙磊、许燕晶、施娟娟、蔡小兵、李志、杨志恒、李媛媛、马玲、田畅、万珍、王一、李成山、陈佑琪、 Derek 陈访、陈仲杰、任熙、纪刚、谢冰霜、徐贝、乔磊、李国豪、徐杰、李早熙、曹文杰、姚子健、王新强、廖浩云、梁建邦、徐小鹏、
So, let me be the first to congratulate you as a graduate of this university. Congratulations to the members of Washington University, Fudan University Executive MBA graduating class. So this concludes the formal part of our graduation recognition ceremony. Please wait for the stage principals to leave and then join us in the Frick Forum on the first floor of Knight Hall back in the business school for a reception where we have the informal celebrations. Congratulations again.